I recently received a question on how to keep electronics warm. When you're winter camping or just camping in general, whether it's chilly or not, how do you keep these little gadgets warm so they work properly and the batteries don't die in 5 minutes? This is what I'm going to share with you. Also, please leave questions in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them for you and everyone else. So I've got a very simple technique. One sleeping bag, electronics, water bottles full of the hottest water that you can possibly get. And you have a formula to get those electronics literally up to 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 degrees Celsius so they work like they're at room temperature and they cruise along perfectly and the batteries don't die. What I do is I take my electronics, all my doodads, as I put them in a Ziploc bag. That way in case there's some catastrophe that happens, I don't kill my $2,000 Iridium sat phone. The GPS is tougher, but not invincible. And then what I do is I get the water from my stove, melting snow as hot as I can, and the first bottle that gets loaded up, I pour the water in, I tap the threads off, then I seal the bottle up, and most critically, every time you're camping, no matter what you're doing, winter, summer, fill the bottle up, seal it, and tilt it sideways and wait 2 seconds and see if it drips. I have had so many times, and my buddy Terry, co-author of Two Friends and a Polar Bear and Venture Expedition 1, have tilted the bottle over, drip, 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 because ice gets in the threads, you can't see it, and oh my gosh. So key, do that. Double check, no drips. And then I get a handy, pretty much waterproof silicone nylon bag, one of these ultralight jobs. The Sea Summit? Yeah, Sea Summit. Not sponsored by them, but they're great. And I get one, the moment I get this hot water bottle, I stuff that bad boy in there. And in my sleeping bag, I put the water bottle just like here, just like that. And then I take the electronics and simply do this. I pack them right on the water bottle here. And I put the electronics not on the bottom in case there's a leak, but on top. And I just carefully set them there and seal it up and then let it cook. And then the moment I've got another hot water bottle that's all ready to go, again, open it up, pour the water in, seal it up, test, 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 open this up, put the electronics down, get the second water bottle good and flat so they are side by side, just like this. Get them side by side, and then put them in the sleeping bag again, and again, put the electronics on top, not on bottom in case there's a leak and you don't want to squash it either. And just get the water bottles right there, because the water bottles will never damage this because they're simply not going to be hot enough in cold temperatures. And again, maybe zip up the sleeping bag, maybe not if you really want to be nuts about it, and then seal it up and then maybe put your park on it and whatever else you have. And I just let it sit, and this works for a good hour. Literally, you got to let this thing cook for an hour. But after you're done eating and you're getting ready to prep, you'll be able to open this and your sat phone or your GPS or whatever will be toasty 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 degrees Celsius. You'll be able to mess around with it and voila, you'll be able to turn this on like it was a nice, comfortable summer day and everything will work just fine. And that's how I keep my electronics warm. When I need to do that, I don't put my water bottles in my SG outdoor research bag or pouches, simply because these work so well. They don't let the heat through. So if you put your water bottle in the pouch, it keeps them warm, but they insulate so well when you put your electronics on top of them, they simply don't get that warm because this is a really good insulator. So I simply leave these to the side when I need to warm up the electronics, and I use the the bag in the bottle technique. Put that in there, keep everything toasty warm. Electronics in the Ziploc, and I seal it up every time. Do not be lazy. You do not want to wipe out your electronics. Seal it up, and that's how I get my electronics warm, and they work perfectly in the most extreme cold conditions. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Aaron Linsdow. Please check out links below to my book, The Motivated Amateur's Guide to Winter Camping, and all my other fun books. And also, again, please leave a comment in the comments below and ask questions. Thank you very much for watching, and be safe out there.